van, és akkor most jön ugye az Inquisitor útja, a betolakodó. Fel kell készülni a Szent Tanácsra. És akkor ugye most lesz az, hogy eltelik 2 év a játékban. Itt meg lehetne valami fejlesztést esetleg, de javasolt szint 20 vagy magasabb, hát 23-as vagyok, szóval magasabb.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you. Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise du Lion, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Corypheus left a great deal of damage for us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
And I yours, your worship. The Inquisition forces were of great help tending the sick. The Elysian soldiers at Suladin Keep, somewhat less so. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
Mennyi Victoria?
You can probably just call her Cassandra in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, Your Worship. The Divine sees the good that you can do, and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Olay. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
The Imperium sent an ambassador.
In a manner of speaking, Your Worship, Dorian Pavas has been declared the Tevinter ambassador.
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras. For one, I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall. Enjoy time with them while you can, Your Worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your Worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
Corypheus is dead. We accomplished what we set out to do. If we're not needed any longer, and if it can be done peacefully, it may be time for the Inquisition to disband.
Thank you. Make a watch over you, Inquisitor.
De valószínű, hogy nem fog feloszlani az inkvizíció. Na, akkor... Beszélj az Orléz nagykövettel, Ferelden nagykövettel. És választható, hogy beszélgessük a régi barátokkal. Jó. Ki van itt? Varik, Josephine, Vazsvika, Ulen, Liviana. És ennyi?
Divine Victoria keeps close counsel with her position. What is this now? I'll be here if you need me. I'll be here if you need me.
Ez nem volt egy nagy beszélgetés. Na persze, itt meg már árulnak sárkánycsontot is. Hogyne? És ráadásul végtelen mennyiségben. Aha, meg sárkányszövet. Mindenféle növény, én hajnali lótusz kell, azt hiszem a gyógyítóhoz. Ezt mindjárt meg is nézem. Igen, kündegyököröm jó kevés van. Tróféta, babér, ilyet árulnak. Azt is árulnak. Jó, akkor még Angrita gyök. Angrita. Mi jó? Akkor még úgy nézem, kell 4 ilyen tróféta babér, meg egy Angrita. Hogy még ilyen is van. Sok minden van. Na még egy Angrita kell. ide meg ilyen embrium kell egy csomó. Tömörind a csalámból 3, és még Amrita. Most ezeket így felupgrade-eljük, ha már van lehetőségre. Egy tonikot abszolút nem használok, és akkor még ezt a gyógyító ködöt szoktam. Na ide is hajnali lótusz kell. Még embrium, meg vandál ária. Oké, hát más nem akarok fejleszteni. Ja, hogy itt van Vazsbika. Akkor vele is beszéljünk.
Your worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
Got it.
It's for his birthday.
Didn't ask, Krem.
All right, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
Did you know that Ferelden has its own names for lords? The country is divided into Ternes, governed by Terns. Inside those are cities and Arlings ruled by Arls, and then there's the Banorn. It's a large area of countryside ruled by multiple bands.
Good to know.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Sure you can. They must have that thing almost across the room by now, right?
Biztos átolszolták.
Benhasra. Remember?
Most a másik végén.
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief!
Istenem.
Oh, you guys. You got me.
Jó, igazából nem volt egy nagy beszélgetés, de hát na. Mondja, hogy Cullen van itt, meg Liliana, meg Josephine is itt van valahol, de őt én nem találtam.
Good day to you.
Lehet, hogy itt van fenn.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable. The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence. But the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
Is this in your daily notes? 3 to 4 o'clock, idle chats with the Inquisitor.
Of course not. Not precisely. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you've worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
Thank you for thinking of me. I'd be delighted to attend.
Splendid! I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Scientetek.
This was your idea of a restful evening.
Ah, wasn't it lovely? It's been so long since I've gone to the opera. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
What I really enjoyed was seeing you put your duties aside for a change.
I truly did. Thank you for coming. It's been too long since I just spent an evening doing... nothing.
Here's to nothing. May it happen to us more often in the future.
Oh, look! The encore signal!
Ah, legalább szórakoztunk egy kicsit, igaz, hogy az én karakterem az nem szórakozott annyira, de... Na. Megvolt a szándék.
You there! You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
You found a dog?
They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owner's tired of the novelty.
Tire of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I
Jó,
couldn't
lenne
leave
egy
him to that fate.
kutyatásnak,
Besides, I think he likes me.
mint a Dragon Age-ben.
You could take him to Ferelden sometime. You should know where he came from.
I did promise my sister a visit. She might try to spoil you. Remember who you report to. The
Eléggé
Inquisition
ilyen
will change after this.
betívott
I'm not
feje
yet sure
van.
what that will mean. Whatever happens, our people, you, Liliana, Josephine, will have my support in whatever form you require.
I can't imagine the Inquisition without you.
I am honored, and likewise, Inquisitor. You can help. Dodge this, and I'll find overpriced Orlesian dog treats before we go.
And what did they need?
Ha nem tartanak ilyen kutyákat, akkor miért van Orrész kutyacsemege?
Will you walk with me? The first time I came to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns, more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright, but I no longer see that same palace. And that makes you sad. It is easier on the heart to just see gilding. Now all I can see are the knives in the shadows, the poison in jeweled goblets. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no? Fear. Have we not made enough allies? If friends were easily made and kept, we wouldn't need diplomacy. Our allies can be cordial to our faces and still dread the future. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all. Mine. Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. When the time comes, consider giving them what they want. I've thought about it. Ending the Inquisition wouldn't be so bad. You misunderstand. They cannot act against what they cannot see. Publicly, I will of course retire from this life, as one would expect. Let them think they've finally won. I shall take up charity work, become a patron of the arts, as all respectable women of my age do. And perhaps take on a protégé. Our work never ends, Inquisitor. We just need fewer witnesses.
Jó, akkor mindenkivel beszéltem, akivel itt lehetett. Akkor a nagykövetek vannak.
Same old.
Orlais is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition's support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it with a net and collar? But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must greet. Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me. I despise feeling old. It's good to see you, my friend.
You arrived ahead of me. I hope all's well.
It's everything I expected. We've been spared the burden of surprise. Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavis is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
Inquisitor, Duke Cyril Montfort, member of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau Haine. I have long followed your work. It is extraordinary.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Orlais wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
Does your grace feel the Inquisition should continue to rule itself?
I would rather see the Inquisition join us freely than be carved into pieces for the chessboard. I have not forgotten Justinia's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. More than the good you have done, it is the good we may do together I don't wish to lose. Whatever happens, Inquisitor, I wish you well.
Felérden azt akarja, hogy csatlakozzunk hozzá. Itt van Cassandra. Nem tudom, de rá nagyon nem illik ez a ruha.
Divine Victoria, am I interrupting?
Not at all. The Earl of Redcliffe was telling me of events in Denerim. He represents Ferelden at the summit.
Inquisitor, good to meet you.
How are things in Redcliffe, my lord?
We still come across scars left by the Venatori, but the land continues to mend.
I had hoped to steal a moment of the Divine's time.
Very well. We'll continue this later, your perfection.
I am supposed to be impartial while speaking for the Chantry, but I confess that neutrality is beyond me. I may be the Divine, but I will always be your friend. And I can hardly ignore the fate of the Inquisition that I began.
Is there anything I can do to make your job easier?
You could find me a sword and something to hit. I must attend to other matters. If you need me, I am ready to assist. Unconditionally.
I'm glad you finally arrived, Inquisitor. The Crown's anxious for news.
And your thoughts on Ferelden's position?
The breach is long gone, yet Skyhold's army remains. Ferelden can't continue to ignore soldiers on its borders.
Na. Ennek meg nem tetszik, hogy katonák vannak Évváron.
The Inquisition has grown. I can see how its presence might cause concern.
Then you understand why we must demand a reduction of your military forces. A power without allegiance to either Ferelden or Orlais. Even I see neither of our countries can let it rest. I won't keep you longer. We'll have words enough when the Exalted Council begins.
Nyissuk meg a Szent Tanácsot. Én gondolom majd itt mindjárt kapunk egy új ellenséget. Nem véletlen a betolakodóval küldni.
Where is that servant?
Thank you, Your Holiness. Now, Artigan, as to your concerns...
The Inquisition established an armed presence in Ferelden territory. You outright seized Caer Bronach in Crestwood.
Our goal was to keep more Ferelden citizens from dying, not to seize power.
Your help was appreciated 2 years ago, Inquisitor. Now order has been restored, yet you remain. Invading under pretext of restoring order is exactly what the Grey Wardens did to us centuries ago, and we exiled them. Now the Inquisition is doing the same thing with Grey Wardens in their ranks.
Your concern is ill-founded. The Grey Wardens have proven their worth time and again.
Of course Orlais tolerates this interference. The Inquisition is the only reason Selene still has the throne.
Rest assured, Tegan, the Empire of Orlais will not stand idle if the Inquisition oversteps its bounds. Unlike Ferelden, however, Orlais understands that these were the well-intentioned mistakes of a young organization.
An organization in need of a guiding hand. Yours, no doubt.
Pardon me, Inquisitor. Sister Leliana asked to speak with you in private.
My apologies. An urgent matter has come to my attention. Ambassador Montillier, can you handle this for a short while?
Of course, Inquisitor.
This is highly irregular.
Are we not even worth the Inquisitor's time?
Non voglio mettere così inquisito figliere.
Inquisitor, I thought you would want to see this.
A Canary warrior in full armor. How did he get into the Winter Palace?
We need to find out what's going on. Can Josephine manage the diplomats while I look around?
She will be fine. It's all speeches and posturing for the first few days anyway. I will ask Divine Victoria to call a recess for now. I will also have our friends ready themselves for battle if need be.
You think that's likely?
I think the Exalted Council may be more exciting than we expected.
Hát akkor már most kezdődnek a bajok. Meggyilkoltak egy kónári harcost. Vérnyom. Hol voltak vérnyomok? Jöjj!
It looks like he came down over the railing.
Ott a kutya cseng. Na, Assassin's Creed. Ha? És van valami fent. Nem tudom. Valahogy megszerezni. Mondjuk így, ha leesek, akkor nehezen. Idióta, ugritam is. Ölni víz.
An active illuvian. If I'm going through it, I'm not going alone.
Ez egy illuvian. Nem úgy volt, hogy már nincs. Ó, Cassandrát is tudom hozni. Cassandra nem a tanácsban van. Hol nincs szólás, hát ugye Tom Rainer, az ki? Na, van egy mágus. Van itt, és akkor ő meg harcos.
This is the crossroads. Morrigan
Az
brought me
igen,
here while she
milyen
was leaving.
aranypáncélja van Cassandrának. Látom neked lókaszod nincs kb. Még neked tudnék jobb cuccot adni egyébként. Hát meg Cassandrának elmegy így az armorja. Neki nem olyan rossz.
I'd forgotten all the colors.
What are you talking about? Everything's all gray.
I wonder if it somehow looks...
Így lépés is van.
different to elves.
Na. Hát itt minden tele megírnak.
Judging by the bloodstains, he tried to get through here.
Is something wrong?
This mirror doesn't look broken, but it's inactive. Maybe there's a way to unlock it.
Szóval nem működik.
The blood trail leads to this mirror.
Let us see where this Funari came from.
Na, honnan jött a kúnári?
Elven ruins. I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore.
Ó, még egy hulla.
Another Kunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's part of their military, dressed for war.
Anyád. Támadás sebességre bónusz kapok, és az életerő 50% alá esik.
No!
Hát ez kurva jó. Kár volt bemenni oda.
Scorch marks everywhere. This is the work of a mage.
A powerful one. I can still feel the heat crackling.
We need to find out why these Kunari were here and who did this to them. Over there, Kunari. If we want to know why they're here, we've got to get across to that island.
Eljutott, mint a harcolán. Ellenbajnok.
The elves bound a spirit here. It feels old. Very old.
What does it want? I'll try Elven. Andaran Atishan Sadaran.
Nagyon nem érte meg akkor de nyelven beszélni vele.
that spirit considered us intruders.
To be fair, we are.
It must have been set to guard something.
Ja, det körülbelül. Ez meg megint olyan cucc, amin nem lehet olyan könnyen átjutni. Ja, nem igazán értem meg.
That was like Veilfire. It claimed this was a refuge for elven slaves.
You mean the ancient elves kept slaves? Maker's breath. One more thing never to tell Daisy.
This whole valley was a sanctuary created by the dreadwolf Fen'Harel. This doesn't make sense. In Dalish legends, Fen'Harel is our god of misfortune.
Wounds on the back, no blood on his sword. Someone took him by surprise.
This can't have happened too long ago. The blood's not even dry.
Még akkor szerezni a ládát, ami mögöttem, akkor bal szerencsés vagy, mert belemész és meghalsz.
This is Fen'Harel helping former slaves as a mortal, not a god.
He took great pains to renounce his supposed divinity.
Ordinary. So, we're getting the band back together. That's exciting.
We are not a band of any sort.
Just because you can't carry a tune, Seeker, doesn't mean you're not front and center in our band of misfits.
Here we go again. What a change of pace from the Winter Palace. A clear sky, a beautiful view, and yes, fields and fields of stripweed as far as the eye can see.
Strip what?
Tényleg valamiért egy jó kis kilátás
So
innen.
much as brush against it. So, of course, everyone in Menrathus insisted that today be returned.
This claims the elven gods were just ever near us.
Are you hurt?
The anchor's flared up. It's fine now. This
Megint a
looks like it fits
horban.
into that pedestal by the broken bridge.
Ja, és őket a homály nem nagyon segít. túl sokat kell sebelni belejék amúgy. Jó. Óval. Ez itt van. Van külön.
This place is creepy.
Ja, akkor most nem lesz mountain. Mert ezt a fényforrást kell használni. Értem. Üstölgő torony. Légy kapcsolatba a kúnárikkal. Mára vannak még itt kúnárok.
Canary! Fellenek a villámot, nem nagyon bírják.
kapcsolatba lépés.